If you need some coins to add some ballers to your team, make sure you go ahead and check out mudreserve.com. Fast service, great rates, no need to rely on pack luck. Get yourself some coins, buy the players you want, use code SPREE at checkout for 15% off. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having another fantastic day today. You can call me Spree and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how I've been making coins over the last few days. Now I do need to shout out my guy Fendler. He came up with a little bit of a method that's been working really well for him. I took that as a bit of inspiration and improved it a little bit to make it even more profitable, and that's what I'll be sharing with you today. If you find this helpful, if it makes you a bunch of coins, definitely think about popping down, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button down below. Throughout the year, I'll be sharing any methods that I use, so make sure you're subbed, make sure you have those notifications on so you can make those coins as easy as possible, just like I am. Now getting straight into it, the style of video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try take you through the entire process, so no cuts, no edits like normal. You're going to hear a lot more ums, a lot more ahs, but hopefully you'll be able to see the process from start to finish. You'll be able to make your own adjustments if you need to, and you'll just see me trying to make a bunch of coins as easy as possible. So right here, we're starting off in the store. I'm looking for training as cheaply as possible. As you can see, I already have a bunch of training. Training is expensive at the moment, man, but hopefully we can try find some good value training. I like to go for the 87s. They're around 90,000 coins if you can get a good price for them. Teams with legends, like the Rams, like the Chiefs, like the Steelers, like the Browns, 87 legends have been a pretty good price over the last few days, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm not going to take too long looking for training. We already have enough to actually be able to show off this method, but I thought, you know, we might be able to get something in the video just to show you what I've been looking for. Sometimes you'll be able to come on in and you'll find a bunch. If we go over to my bids, we can actually see a bunch of legends that I've actually purchased recently. So let's go find that blue. Hopefully we'll be able to find it pretty easily. All right, we've got 90k, 87k, 87k, another two under 90k. So it's definitely pretty easy to do. Obviously I only spent maybe 30-40 seconds doing it, but it's definitely possible. Now with that training, we're going to go into the store and we're going to start doing some of these training reroll sets. Now as we wait for it to boot up right here, 60 training to do this. Now if you buy training, an 87 for 90,000 coins, you're getting each bit of training. Training is worth about 50 coins per. And what you're going to be able to do is each of these packs that you open, if you think about it in terms of coins, because each pack is 60 training and it's 50 coins per training, it's about 3,000 coins for every single one of these cards that you get. Now, can I put this into a set? Yes, I can. I think that's actually going to complete the first one. Is it? It is. It is. So what we're actually doing from this is we're building up either elites with the Superstar MVP promo, or we're continuing to build up these Team Builder fantasy packs. Now, I'll put that to the side for now. We can talk about the guys that you might want to go ahead and build to make sure you're making as many coins as possible. But all you're going ahead and doing is opening up this set or this reroll and just trying to pull as many cards as possible. The more training you can do, the more you're going to be able to get. So 76 overalls. These go into this particular set, the 80 to 82 Elite Superstar MVP player. We want to help build up elites, and those elites are going to go into that Team Builder Fantasy pack that we want to build up as well. 77s and 78s, there are a couple of things that we want to do with those. So first up, you want to go ahead and fill up all 6 spaces that you need for the Team Builder set. So that requires 6, 77 to 79, so these cards go in perfectly. We'll keep it rolling right here. And with all of the cards, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time, but opening up these packs, you're opening up a pack every 10 to 15 seconds. It takes a similar amount of time to put it in the sets. You're going to be opening up and putting cards in sets very, very quickly. Right there we get a 78. Again, what we're doing with it, we're putting it into this pack. When the pack fills up, now I'm not going to show you because that is just going to be a repetitive process. But what happens when the set fills up? Let's say you're pulling 77s and you don't need any more 77s to fill up the current set. What I have been doing and what makes this method so dang profitable is actually going ahead and selling those cards. Now, this is a 76, so we're going to keep putting it into the set. We want to build up those elites. Is this another elite? Nope. Okay, so let's see if we can pull a 77 or a 78. They come out pretty often. You definitely get those cards more often than you do get the 76s. So there's always going to be a lot left over. There's a 77 right there. What I have been doing and what has been really successful for me is going ahead and just putting it on the block for 4,000 coins. Now, that doesn't seem like very much. And if you think about it, the amount that you pay for these cards, it's about 3,000 coins worth of training to open the pack. And then you're selling it for 4K. And then you're only making 600 coins profit after tax. Now that doesn't seem like much, but if you're opening a pack every 30 seconds and able to put it straight onto the block, and then within 45 minutes to an hour it's selling, you're going to be able to stack up your binder with a whole bunch of these cards, and every single one you get, every single one you pick up, you're making 600 coins off. You know, you're going to be making 10,000 coins every 10 minutes. If we're going at, 600 coins or so every 30 seconds, it's a slow process sometimes, but it's an easy way to make coins. The other big money ticket is obviously completing the sets, right? So if we can put this one on the block, just to show you 4,000, maybe they'll sell in the time. I'll actually take you into my auctions just to show you how easy it is and how much I've been doing it over this last little bit. It's been really good. These cards sell really easy. You could go ahead and try get a little bit more value out of them if you want, but I quite like auctions just selling. I'll take my smaller profit, guaranteeing they sell quickly. That's something I'm really happy with. So if we go to my auctions, I've been working the block quite a lot, sniping, selling cards. So as you can see, there's a lot of cards that I've been selling lately. But if we go to this big tier, look at this. 4,000 a pop, 4,000 a pop, 4,000 a pop. And then you'll see also these team builder cards. Now there are popular options, AJ Terrell, Cam Akers, Terrell Edmonds. I've got a couple Jonnu Smiths in there as well, going for around 60k. So we're going to be building up those sets as cheaply as possible. My bad about that. And then going ahead and selling the team builder fantasy cards that we decided to select. So actually I might go back into the auction house quickly and we're going to jump on in and we're going to have a look for a card that has still good value at the moment. And the market changes all the time, so be prepared for that. Make sure before you actually try this out, you actually get a feel for what the market's looking like at the time. Right now, it's good for me. It's a good time to be doing this. But for you, maybe when you actually watch this video, it might not work out so well. So make sure you're prepared. AJ Terrell going for around 59. I'm pretty happy with that price. Sometimes we can have a look at guys. Cam Akers, his cheapest is 66. We might even be able to sneak in there and put it up for like 62. So I like to sell the cards at 60k. I think the cards sell really quickly at 60k. But let's try to be a little bit cheeky. Let's put it up for 62k. Now, in terms of the math, right, it takes it's going to take 576 cards to build up an elite, and that elite can go into that team builder fantasy pack. It's going to take 6 of the 77s to 78s for that particular set as well, and you need 2 elites, so it's going to be 10 76s plus 6 77 to 78. So it's going to be 16 cards in total. All up, 16 times the 3,000 per card. It's about 48,000 coins, right? If you're going ahead and picking up these cards for 48,000 a pop, and then you're selling them for 60k, maybe a little bit more, you're going to be making around 6,000 coins every single time you do one of these sets. Now, no one's going to sneeze at 6,000. It's not very difficult. If you've got enough training, you can literally just do this over and over and over again. It's so easy to do. It's been so profitable for me. It's a great way to help build up the team. We're going to put Cam Akers up for, let's say 62.50. I'm sure he'll sell pretty quickly, but we'll go with that. Nice and easy. And obviously, throughout the process, so you're making those coins from the set, you're making coins from selling your team fantasy, your team builder. Did he just sell just like that? 62? Look at that. Instantly. Now, if we paid 48,000 for that pack to build it up, It's actually that's going to be 8,000 coins profit, and that's super easy. At the same time, while we're obviously opening up these packs, we've also got a bunch of 77s and 78s that are constantly being sold all the time, making 600 coins every single time one of those cards are sold. The other thing that I want to show you actually is, because elites take a little bit to build up, right? If you're buying training at the right value, 3,000 coins for every 76, it's going to take you 15,000 coins to build up the elite. Now, if you go on into the auction house, there's definitely a good opportunity to pick up those cards a little bit cheaper than that. So what I'm going to do is show you some of the filters that I've been using. Really simple. Now you go in and you select an elite. Now we know 15k is the price that we're currently building them up, and we're still making good profit. But what happens if we can get them slightly cheaper? So if you go to elites 80 to 81, and then you just start cycling through the teams. And what I'm going to be doing is looking for cards less than 15k, because any card that's less than 15k is actually going to improve our profit margin. So 14,850, sure, you could go ahead and do that, pocket your extra 150 coins. When I come in here, I'm looking for 13,500 is about the price. 14,000 or less, damn, we lost out on that one. But you see what I mean? There are cards very easily able to be picked up where you can go ahead and snipe them, and you can put those as the elites in the set, and it's going to speed up this process even more, because you're going to be turning those cards straight into those team builders, and we know those team builder sales really quick. So I'm going to see if I can pick up one right here. I just like filtering through the teams. I think it's a really easy way to do it. It doesn't take much time. What do we get? Anything 14,850. I'll try a couple more teams. We'll try some lucky teams. Let's try the Jets. Let's see if there's any 15-2. What about maybe the Niners? 15k right there. What about the Browns? Anyone on the Browns? No one right there. And then let's try finish up with the Broncos. Now, one of the other things you can do is you can keep an eye out for legend cards. Sometimes you can get really good snipes for cards. Alright, right here, looks like that one card that we missed out on is going to be the only card that's less. We can take 14,250, right? I'm going to take that, I'm going to snap that up, hopefully get that in time. Perfect. So, obviously we were happy selling cards and making 600 coins profit. By buying that card, we're going to be able to make about an extra 750 coins, which is, nothing to sneeze at. You should be happy making up these coins. It's not a huge amount of profit for each card, but over time you can easily make a bunch of coins, and that's what I love about it. So we're going to add that in right there. Obviously what I do with the training is I'd go back into the rerolls. I'd keep putting those 76s and turning them into elites. We might even go ahead and quickly do that again just to show you what the set looks like, because there is one more caveat to the 76 exchanges and what you should be doing with those cards. Now, 80 to 81s that you can pull when you exchange your 76s and turn them into an elite, those should just go straight into the set. They're worth around 15,000 coins. It makes sense for them just to go back in the set. You don't need to sell them. You might as well just help keep building up those team builders, right? Now it's 80 to 82. If you pull an 82, those cards go for a little bit more. I'm thinking in the range of 18 to 21,000 coins. So we get one? No, we get an 80 overall right there, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead, we're going to add them straight into the set, and then we're just going to keep building and building and building. So what we've got the 77s and 78s on the block constantly, making us 600 coins profit each time. We're building up team builder cards, and they're going to make us anywhere between 6 and 10,000 coins every single time they sell. And then if we pull 82s, because it costs around 15,000 coins to pick up that card, if you sell it for around 20k, you're going to be making another extra, 3,000-4,000 coins. So we have all these different ways of making coins just with this reroll set. Super profitable. You can do it as a way to build up a bunch of training. Training is expensive. It's crazy at the moment. So you can do this for a little while, making sure that you're making enough profit to cover the costs of the training, and then you're building up training essentially for free, which would be fantastic. If you're like me, you need coins, just come through, keep rolling through, keep turning these cards into coins. building up your stack, trying to figure out which cards you want to go ahead and pick up. But yeah, that is literally about it. I am just going to keep doing this, essentially. It's an easy profit. The market will change, so keep an eye on it. If the prices of those team builder cards come down a little bit, maybe hold off. Maybe you need to be a bit more particular about the prices of training that you're picking up. But overall, this is super, super profitable. It's an easy way to build up a lot of coins, and I definitely would suggest trying it out if you need to make coins, and that's what everyone needs to do. Down in the description below, I'll put a little bit of a breakdown, how much you should be buying cards for, how much you should be buying training, how much you should be selling cards for, just to make things as easy as possible. Also, let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this style of video. I know it's a lot more unedited, there's a lot more mistakes. I still need to get used to speaking for extended periods of time, but it is nice to see the entire process. I don't want to make people think that I'm doing something shifty behind the scenes. I want you to be able to see everything that I was doing. So hopefully you can see that authentic side, and hopefully this is going to help you out. Make sure you let me know down in the comment section below as well if this helped you make some coins. Let me know how much. Let me know what kind of cards you were able to pick up by doing this. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, thank you very much for coming through. I hope this helps you make a bunch of coins. I'm going to keep doing it. I want to make some big time upgrades to the No Money Spent team. Take it easy, everyone. You can call me Spree, and we out.